Expect Bitcoin to jump by $100,000 overnight, and some of you are not ready for it. What I mean is, right now the price of Bitcoin is $118,000, and there could be a moment where you wake up the next morning and the price is at $218,000, a God candle within 24 hours that jumps by $100,000. And this is real, and there will not be a bear market for Bitcoin specifically. And let me break it down, because this is something that a lot of people are ignoring. And I have some context here that I can share with you, because this needs to be taken seriously for every investor out there. So whether you're already in Bitcoin or you're someone who is on the sideline and you're waiting for Bitcoin to crash, as many people have been lying to themselves that it will crash and they'll be able to get in, you are lying to yourself. Check this out. This is Max Keiser, one of the OGs in the world of crypto. So he dropped a message when MicroStrategy announced that he just bought another 21,000 Bitcoins yesterday, which takes the current holdings within MicroStrategy to about $78 billion of Bitcoin that they have. So Max Keiser says, saylor scooping up all the BTC on exchanges and forcing a move as part of his plan to fabricate a halving ahead of schedule, effectively eliminating a down cycle. The other BTC treasury companies will find it very difficult to source BTC. In fact, saylor might have just set the stage for a $100,000 God candle. Strategy's MNAV will hit a new high. So if you're not so much into the Bitcoin space and you don't understand what's going on here, this guy, MicroStrategy, is responsible for the current price of Bitcoin, because he started a company where he is just accumulating as many Bitcoin as he can get. He's a software guy. He has a company, MicroStrategy. Then he started issuing more shares to raise money to buy more BTC. And he has been doing that almost every day ever since I think 3-4 years ago. And now he's among the top holders of Bitcoin, at least his company is. So what Max is explaining here is that because the current buyers of BTC are basically institutions, mainly, the average retail person cannot afford Bitcoin anymore. Just even one Bitcoin, it's already at $100,000. Now it's a race for institutions of who is owning more Bitcoin. So MicroStrategy has started, and you have already seen a lot of other companies jumping on the bandwagon. And there is now a competition for nation states and institutions to accumulate Bitcoin. BlackRock is already doing it, right? So what is going on here is that as all the Bitcoin is being bought and collected by all these high institutions, they're not trying to trade it. They're just creating a reserve. They'll buy as much as possible, lock it up in the vaults, and just leave it there like gold. What do you think is going to happen to the supply? The supply is already drying out. And then if you want to buy 10,000 Bitcoins now, it's a huge struggle. You will struggle. You can go to the crypto exchanges. Nobody has that much Bitcoin. And then what happens? Price just keeps on going high. And then if you consider something like a Bitcoin halving, which happens every 4 years, it will just make it more difficult for Bitcoins to roam around the streets anymore. And the only result to this supply shock is price going up significantly and aggressively. And also no downsides, because you have all these institutions that are thirsty for BTC. So whenever the price just goes down by a little, some other institutions with billions of dollars are going to jump on board to take it all, because now it's a competition of who has the most amount of Bitcoin in their treasury. So this is exactly what is going on. And this is the plan for MicroStrategy, is to basically scoop around all the BTC that they can possibly get out there, dry out all the exchanges, dry out all the retail like you and I. And if you're not clever, you're basically going to end up selling your Bitcoin to him. So I just wanted to share that perspective. If you appreciate these quick and short videos that are really helpful, I would appreciate it if you subscribe. Majority of the people that watch these videos here, they don't subscribe to the channel. But if you could subscribe and like the video and leave a comment, that would go a long way. Links to everything that I use to trade, invest, and make moves in crypto should be in the link below, in the description below, and link in bio as well.